Welcome to next session 5. In last session we discussed 3 properties of determinants. Now today I will discuss remaining 3 properties. Now coming to the next property 4. If each element of a row or a column of determinant is multiplied by constant k, then its value gets multiplied by constant k. Now to prove this one, for example, I take a delta like this. Delta of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now, I will multiply k constant for row 1. Along any row or any column we can multiply. Finally, we need to prove that determinant value gets multiplied by constant k. We need to prove that. Now, I am multiplying along row 1 with constant k1, kb1, kc1. Remaining 2 rows as it is, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now I am expanding along row 1. Row 1 means we know sign A, plus, minus, plus. Now how to expand this? KA1 into, by deleting its row and column, remaining elements B2, C2, B3, C3. For these 4 elements B2, C3, minus B3, C2. Your sign is minus KB1 into, by deleting its row and column, remaining A2, C2, A3, C3. A2, C3 minus A3, C2. Last element here, sign is plus, KC1 into, by deleting its row and column, remaining elements A2, B2, A3, B3. A2, B3 minus A3, B2. This total comes, what is the common here? K. K is the common. K is common. Remaining what element here? A1 multiplying inside. A1, B2, C3, A1, B3, C2. Here K common, remaining minus B1 multiply inside. Minus B1, A2, C3. Minus into minus plus B1 into A3 into C2. K common, remaining C1 multiply. C1 into A2 into B3 minus C1 into A3 into B2. This total value, if you expand, this total value, if you expand delta along any row or column, this is the value of delta. Now we have left side delta 1, that is equal to K into delta. You see all of you, for delta 1 I multiplied K constant, the value of any determinant gets multiplied by constant K. That is the property number 4. Based on this property, we will discuss some important note. The first note, by using this property, along any row or column, we can take out common factor. Common factor means, for example, like this is there, KA1, KB1, KC1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. In this, along row 1, there is a common factor. What is here? K is a common factor. We can take out that. Remaining elements A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now, by using this property, along row or column, any common factor we can take out. Now, coming to the second one in this, the corresponding elements of any 2 rows or any 2 columns are same. Corresponding elements are in the proportional. Simple meaning you can say that the corresponding elements of any 2 rows or any 2 columns are proportional. Proportional means they both are in same ratio. For example, I am taking like this: KA1, KB1, KC1. Next, A1, B1, C1. Here I am taking A2, B2, C2. Here you can observe clearly R1 and R2 both are in same ratio, because if you divide these two, you will get same constant will get. Ratio will be same, K. Now when the 2 rows or 2 columns are proportional, then the value of determinant is clearly 0. This is a very, very important note. Here, in any determinant along row or column, you can take some common factor. Similarly, another concept in this, if any 2 rows or any 2 columns are proportional. Proportional means the 2 rows or 2 columns are in the same ratio. Each element you can verify. Now here R1, R2 both are proportional, because for this R1, R2, proportional constant is clearly what here? K. then the value of determinant what here? 0. Then coming to the property number 5. Coming to the property number 5. If some or all elements of a row or a column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. That means some elements or all elements of any row or a column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more terms is there. Along a row or a column, sum of two or more terms is there, then that determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. How to evaluate this? For example, I am taking for simple purpose 2 by 2 determinant. I am taking like this: a1 plus lambda 1, b1 plus lambda 2, a2, b2. You see, second row having single elements only, a2, b2. In first row, sum of two elements are there. This one you can split into two determinants. That is a simple logic. Determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more terms. Whereas any row or column expressed as sum of two or more terms. Now I'll expand this directly. What will you get? Simple. What? a1 plus lambda 1 into b2 minus a2 into b1 plus lambda 2. Multiply inside. What will you get? a1 b2 plus lambda 1 into b2 minus a2 b1 minus into plus minus a2 lambda 2 lambda 1. Now here I am writing without lambda terms 1 values, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now here remain what? Lambda 1 b2 minus a2 lambda 2. These are the two terms are there. Two terms means this total expression as per that it is a value of a1 b1 a2 b2, that of a1 b1 a2 b2. If you expand this total value, you get how? a1 b2 minus a2 b1 is a value of lambda 1 lambda 2 a2 b2. Lambda 1 lambda 2 a2 b2. If you expand this, what will get? Lambda 1 b2 minus a2 lambda 2 will get. What happened here? Here delta actually contains sum of two elements or two terms in the first row. This totally expressed in two determinants. Sum of two or more. If two elements are there, we get two determinants. Sum of three or more is there, we get more number of determinants will get. Here, what you got here? Two determinants. a1 b1 a2 b2 plus lambda 1 lambda 2 a2 b2 we got. All of understood? Sum of all elements of a row or column expressed as sum of two or more terms. Then the determinant expressed as sum of more determinants. Come to the last property, property number 6. if to each element of a row or a column, comma, equally multiplies to each element of other row or column are added, then the value of determinant remains same. Value of determinant. The value of determinant remains same. That means we are adding the two rows or any two columns. If each element of a row or a column equally multiplies, means any constant you have to multiply for other row or column, then both are added, even though the value of determinant remains same. That means we are applying these properties. Operations, row operations. Ri tends to Ri plus K into Rj. Clearly, each element of a row equally multiplies, means I multiplied K constant of elements of other row or column when both are added. Similarly for column also. Ci tends to Ci plus K into Cj. When you apply these two properties, then the value of determinant remains same only, no changes in that. How to prove this? For example, let a delta taken like this. Like A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. I'll apply it in a row or column. For example, I'm adding like this for R1. Here I means any row, J also another row. R1 plus K into R3 I am doing. K into R3. One row, equal multiples of K with other row, third row. Apply operation for this. What you will get? R1 element what here? A1 plus K into R3. What is R3 element here? A3. K A3. Similarly, B1 plus K B3. C1 plus K C3. Second row, third row has to be same. A2, B2, C2. A3, B3, C3. Same elements. Now, as for property number 5, as for that, we can express this determinant in two parts. How to express delta of A1, B1, C1 in this first elements A1, B1, C1. Second row, third row remains same. A3, B3, C3. Now another determinant. Now we will take second elements in the first row. What? KA3, KB3, KC3. Here A2, B2, C2. A3, B3, C3. Now, in this R1 and R3 proportional. When two rows are proportional, then the value of determinants 0. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Now, why this determinant value 0? Here row 1 and row 3 are proportional because both rows having common ratio K. That's why this total value becomes 0. Actually, we consider delta is what here A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Finally, we got same value. That's why each element of a row or column equally multiples of each element of other row or column, both are added, then the value of determinant remains same. That's why finally we got here what? Delta only. So apply like these operations. Ra plus Krj, or for column also. Ca plus Kcj, even though the value of determinant remains same. No changes. Now, based on these 6 properties, we'll discuss some examples, solve problems also. Come to the example number 1. It is very, very important for 2 marks. Evaluate depth of 102, 18, 36, 134, 17, 36. Directly expanding, it is difficult, also don't expand. We need to use some properties. By using properties, we can evaluate this value easily. For example, 1 or 2 I am writing 16, 17, 6 are I can take. 17, 6 are 17 into 6, we get 1 or 2. And write 6 into 3, 6 into 6. Second row 1, 3, 4, 17, 3, 6. Now we can identify easily. We can, as for property number 4, along row or column we can take out common factor. What is the common factor here? 6 is the common factor. I am taking 6 is common factor from R1. Remaining element 17, 3, 6. 1, 3, 4. 17, 3, 6. Here what happened? Which rows are identical? Identical means same. 17, row 1 and row 3. As for property number 3, any 2 rows or any 2 columns are identical. The value of determinant is clearly 0. Here R1 and R3 are identical. Identical means corresponding elements are same. 17, 17, 3, 3, 6, 6. That's why this total determinant value how much? 0. It is very, very important for 2 marks. We come to the next problem. Prove that depth of A, B, C, A plus 2x, B plus 2y, C plus 2z, x, y, z. Now we can split this into, we have to prove this value is totally equal to 0. 0 we need to get. This one you can split into 2 parts. How? In second row sum of 2 terms are there. We can express as sum of 2 determinants. First row, third row, no changes. A, B, C. In second row, take the first elements. A, B, C. Third row remains same, x, y, z. Plus. And coming to the second determinant, the first row elements remain same. Now in the second row, take the second terms. For the second terms, 2x, 2y, 2z. And third row elements are remain same. What here? X, y, z. Now in this, which rows are identical here? R1 and R2. R1, R2 identical. When identical, the value of determinant 0. When coming to in this, 2 rows are proportional. Proportional, which are proportional? R2 and R3. Because for these 2 rows, common ratio 2 is there. So clearly R2 and R3 are proportional. When 2 rows are identical and 2 rows are proportional, the value of determinant what will get? 0. Now here 0 plus 0 what will get? 0.